The season opens with Amy living a stable, albeit emotionally guarded, life at the ranch. She has spent years adjusting to Ty's absence, raising Lindy, and trying to find peace in her work with horses. While Amy has grown stronger and more independent, a part of her heart has remained frozen in the past. The loss of Ty left a void she never fully overcame. That's why, when Ty suddenly reappears, alive and standing right in front of her, it hits like an emotional earthquake. Ty's return is explained with a deeply complex backstory. He faked his death years ago to protect his family from a dangerous threat tied to his past. Though this storyline stretches the boundaries of the show's typical realism, it's handled with emotional depth and careful writing. Ty's motivations are clear. He chose to disappear rather than put Amy and Lindy at risk. When Amy sees Ty again for the first time, the moment is filled with silence, disbelief, and raw emotion. Her eyes well with tears, her breath shortens, and she struggles to understand if what she's seeing is real. "How could you leave?" she whispers, the weight of her grief finally surfacing. Ty, visibly changed by the years and the emotional burden he's carried, replies, "I never stopped loving you. I did it for you." This exchange sets the emotional tone for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, Lindy's first meeting with her father is one of the most touching scenes of the season. Having only known him through stories and photographs, she is hesitant but deeply curious. When Ty kneels down and introduces himself, Lindy asks, "Are you really my dad?" His tearful yes and their emotional hug capture the beauty and pain of missed years. For the audience, this moment bridges seasons of grief with hope for healing. Georgie, who had left the ranch for her own journey, returns midway through the season and reacts emotionally to the news. Her bond with Ty was strong, and their reunion is filled with warmth and reflection. Her character becomes a grounding force, helping Amy process her feelings and encouraging Lindy to develop her own relationship with her father. The narrative arc also revives old tensions and introduces new conflicts as Ty tries to reintegrate into the ranch and family life. Old arguments resurface, particularly regarding the years he missed. Amy questions whether their love can truly survive everything that's happened, while Ty must prove that he belongs in this new chapter of her life. At the same time, Nathan's presence adds complexity to the emotional landscape. Having developed a connection with Amy in recent seasons, Nathan finds himself caught between understanding and heartbreak. He ultimately steps aside with grace, but not without emotional consequences. His exit is written respectfully, showing the strength of his character. Season 19 is not just about Ty's return, it's about healing. The Heartland family, having endured so much over the years, must confront buried emotions and painful truths. The season builds toward a quiet but meaningful finale. There are no grand spectacles, but rather a slow restoration of love and trust. Ty sits around the dinner table with Amy, Lindy, and the rest of the family for the first time in years. The scene is peaceful, filled with laughter and shared glances. In the final shot, Amy leads Lindy and Ty on horseback across an open field, a symbol of hope, freedom, and new beginnings. What do you guys think about this subject? I welcome your thoughts in the comments. For more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and like our video. See you again. Goodbye.